Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chat. Today is Wednesday, the 13th of December. It's the feast of St. Lucy. Lucy was a young girl who was an early martyr of the church, sometime around 304 AD, and we observed her feast this morning with morning prayer. Looking ahead to this weekend, Saturday, December 16th, our men's breakfast at 8 o'clock at the Route 38 Diner. All the men of the parish are welcome to participate. And then following our 5 o'clock service this weekend, this Saturday evening, will be our December community dinner, which will be an early Christmas dinner. Doors will open at 6 o'clock, and we would cordially invite you to come and join us for this meal. And also, if you're available to volunteer to help serve and clean up after the meal, that would be greatly appreciated. This weekend we'll be observing the third Sunday in Advent, traditionally called Gaudete Sunday, which is the Latin word for joy. So this Sunday we'll light the pink or rose-colored Advent candle, and symbolizing the joy of this weekend. Deacon Joe will be preaching at all three of the services, Saturday evening and then the two Sunday morning services. Sunday after the 10 o'clock service, we'll be having our Breakfast with Santa, a wonderful event. So please come and plan to join us for Breakfast with Santa immediately following the 10 o'clock service. And then at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, we'll be hosting the Rancocas Valley Singers Holiday Concert. Now, this is a free concert open to the public, and we encourage members of the parish to participate and support our partners in ministry, the Rancocas Valley Singers. Looking ahead to next week, I'm going to be away Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week on my annual Advent retreat at St. Mary's Abbey in Morristown. Frank Marchese has volunteered to preside at morning prayer on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock in the chapel. So please come and support Frank and observe morning prayer next week. Tuesday, the 19th of December, we'll be having the greening of the church at 10 o'clock in the sanctuary. We are looking for volunteers to help with this joyful task of preparing our sanctuary for the celebration of Christmas. So if you're available, please come at 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. That evening, the third and final session of our Advent book study, we're looking at the book The Shack, will be held at 6 o'clock. We'll have a simple soup and bread supper at 6, followed by our book study. Wednesday of next week will be the Spirit of Christmas with Spirits at the Robin's Nest from 7 until 9 o'clock. A wonderful evening of fun and singing the carols of Christmas. Ed Robertson, our organist choir director, will be accompanying us. So if you're interested, please make reservations either by contacting the parish office or calling the Robin's Nest and letting them know that you'll be participating on Wednesday evening. Let's see, Christmas schedule. This year, Christmas Eve is on Sunday, so that means our schedule will be slightly different. We'll be observing Advent 4 on Saturday evening at 5 o'clock, and with a single service on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. And then our Christmas Eve schedule, the family service at 4:30, and midnight mass will begin with a choral prelude at 10:30. The service will begin promptly at 11 o'clock. We'll have a single service on Christmas morning in the sanctuary at 9 a.m. And then looking ahead to the next weekend, the weekend of the first Sunday after Christmas and also New Year's Eve, we'll be following our regular weekend schedule with a service on Saturday evening at 5 o'clock and two services, one at 8 o'clock and one at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. The 10 o'clock service will be a service of lessons and carols with Holy Eucharist. So I think that's about it for the schedule. And then looking ahead again to the next weekend is the Feast of the Epiphany on Saturday, January 6th, which marks the end of the 12 days of Christmas, the Christmas season. So we'll be observing the Feast of the Epiphany on Saturday evening service at 5 o'clock. And then immediately following the Saturday evening service, we will have our First Saturday program. And we'll be doing some special things around the Feast of the Epiphany, doing some teaching about that, and having some fun, Epiphany fun. So it will begin with a simple meal immediately following the 5 o'clock service. So if you're interested in participating, please contact Chris in the parish office and make reservations for the First Saturday program on January 6th. And then looking further down the road to our annual meeting, which will be Sunday, the 21st of January. We'll have a single service at 9 o'clock. Immediately following the service, we'll begin our annual meeting. We have 5 vacancies on the vestry and 1 warden vacancy. So if you're interested in throwing your hat in the ring for one of these positions, please contact a member of the nominating committee, which consists of Chris Miller, Pat Jackson, and Dominic Janney. So I think that's about all for today. Wishing you and your family a blessed Advent, and we hope to see you in church this weekend. God bless you, and we'll talk again next week.